we're playing this one first. A little bit more mainstream for me. The Seventh Guest. So, yeah, this one's been on the map for quite a while. Basically because this was like the first, pretty much the first FMV adventure game to come out. When CD-ROM technology was in its infancy. So it sort of stood the test of time for that reason. Like, looking back on it, it's still like pretty cheesy as hell, but it's got its own little bit of charm to it. But let's give it a play. Hopefully my setup works. And we're going a little bit different. Like, I totally forgot we were going to play this. One of Connor's chatters requested it, so I'm just like, yeah, we might as well play that. But I blanked. It was on DOS and not Windows 3.1. But we're going to play it on a bit of ScummVM, I think. Get that ScummVM going, and I've already got 4x3 set, so I want the overlay. There we go. Yeah, jump straight in with some ScummVM, and I'm going to try... Ooh, hang on, this is a different option. Play with James Woodcock's enhanced soundtrack. Let's try that. I was going to go Roland for the music, but yeah, this sounds cool. Oh, hang on. Ooh.
Welcome to my house.
Crap, I gotta switch. Things have gone wrong already. I forgot ScummVM's on game capture. Probably should have done that first. So you're gonna... There we go. Beautiful. And there's a little loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. But yeah, start a new game. Sounds like a plan. We should get the intro explaining what the go is with this. But she's a little bit spooky. There's some ghosts. A very eccentric old man with a strange anagram for his name is our host. That's probably the other thing with this game. It has some pretty outstanding music, thanks to a guy called George the Fat Man Sanger, who will probably claim all the music on this game, because that's what he does. And a little disappointed we can't get the screen bigger, but that's okay. Oh yeah, we gotta sit through credits too to get the proper intro. Well, what else to say about this game? Like, yes, this game was revolutionary, but I always got put off by it because all the puzzles in it were basically just stuff ripped out of... It was stuff you used to do, like, in a newspaper. Like, the best example would be the thingo, where you have to line up the queens, 8 queens on a chessboard so they don't capture each other. That music is very loud though. Can I... hang on. Sorry, I'm just being... Nah, I can't change it in game.
She was coming home from choir practice, but she never got there. Stauf took her purse and ran away. Instead, Stauf had to run and hide.
I need one of those delayed sound hammers.
No life, no possessions, no dreams. And that's when the vision came. A dawn. And in his dream,
Hey, how you doing?
Stauf reached out.
You wanna see a dead body? And that was actually a clever idea. I just want to point that out. Like, for FMV games, they got actors specifically trained in theatre because they were cheap to start with. But the other reason was they had like over-the-top expressions, which worked for like the low-res videos, so you could actually see like the expressions on their faces.
Stauf went to town, to a bar. The owner had a daughter. Ooh, he said his girl would love the strange doll, and Stauf offered it to the man. And the
Oh yeah, I'm
owner
liking this improved
Stauf
soundtrack.
and a place to stay.
Oh,
A simple transaction. The first of many.
I know he's dreaming about mobile game ads.
And that night, Stauf.
Yep, we're gonna watch all these shapes get cut up by knives. Oh, yes.
Stauf created the puzzle just as he saw it, and everyone wanted one. Stauf opened up a shop because everyone wanted a Stauf toy. Every boy and girl in the town, and from all the neighboring towns. A Stauf toy is a toy for life, people said, and no two are alike. Everyone loved his unique toys. Henry Stauf grew wealthy.
Okay, if you go in a shop and the guy's wearing like purple gloves, just run. That's a bit of a red flag in my book.
Dying, clutching their Stauf toys so close. And there was this one last vision, a last dream of a great house, a mansion that the wealthy toy maker was to build. A strange house, a house that scared people.
Oh, I was going to bring that up as well. Like, I'm just sort of spitballing here. I don't have notes in front of me, so I can't really go into too much detail, but I'm just remembering stuff from off the top of my head. That was apparently a thing. They wanted to film the actors, like, obviously it's live action, but they wanted them as real people in game. The only issue is when they filmed it and like digitized it, there was this weird little wobble that sort of happened around the edges of where the person ended and the blue screen began. So they're like, oh, let's turn down the put the opacity up a bit and make them into ghosts. So yeah, interesting sort of workaround in terms of game design. And oh, this lady looks like fun though. She's like your old drunken aunt. Maybe like a grandmother you had in the 90s that was actually like a flapper in the 20s.
Lord, it smells awful too. What's Stauf been doing here?
And yet just whiz it because why not? And oh yeah, that's all we were getting for guests. Yeah, I forgot there's
How did I get here? I remember nothing.
I remember nothing. Okay. Let's tweak some settings because the music is way too loud. F5 is not working even though this is like ScummVM. Okay. And yeah, I just can't. Yeah, like I'm enjoying this new soundtrack. It's just a little too loud compared to everything else. I'm just going to quickly look up if there's like hotkeys for the options. ScummVM menu key. Yeah, I know it's F5 by default. Main menu, mouse capture, graphics filters. Oh, we might be able to tweak some thingers. virtual keyboard scum debugger. Yes. No, it actually doesn't tell me the one. Oh, I'll control F5. Did they change that? Hang on. Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got it. Okay. Let's tweak things. So music goes right down, speech goes right up. Beautiful. Yeah. That should be a little better. Much better. That's what we wanted. Yeah, it's, and that was the other thing, like audio mixing was really weird back in the 90s. Yeah, they sort of had trouble mixing the music and the speech. A lot of things got drowned, but yeah, this was pretty crazy for, this came out in like 1993. And it was, yeah, like, it doesn't seem like much now, but it was considered, like, revolutionary at the time. Yeah, mainly because it was, like, the first ones to do it, I suppose. I can't remember. I think there were options to, like, cancel these transmissions, but we'll find that out anyway. But, yeah, I liked... Yeah, we definitely got some spooky vibes going on, but I'll kind of roughly explain the story in case you missed it. So, yeah, there was a homeless guy called Henry Stauf, and if you're quick-witted, you'll figure out that Stauf is an anagram of Faust. And, yeah, basically makes, like, a deal with the devil to become rich and famous. As he's now haunting this place. And we're figuring out the backstory behind the other guests that have rocked up. But, and we do that by solving puzzles. Once we solve a puzzle, it unlocks a cutscene that gives us some story. And from what I was reading, every puzzle is skippable except for the last one. But if you do that, you miss out on the cutscene.
Oh, I've tasted better fare.
At least he left his regrets.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I don't know,
Oh, it says that we're each to have a piece. Exactly the same, including the symbols.
What? That's impossible.
No. I started with this one because it's probably one of the easier ones out of the thing. Oh, I didn't realize the plates with the big eyeballs on them. That's creepy.
Ah, become a grave digger now, have we?
Yeah, I did.
You are a
I did graves. I think they're groovy. But yeah, first puzzle of the game. So we basically have to cut this cake up into equal-sized pieces with an equal amount of bits on them. So I think the key was it's meant to be 5 blocks, and it's meant to have 2 tombstones, 2 skulls. So this is the easy one. Oh yeah.
2 stones. The rest is just icing.
The rest is just icing. Yeah. Puzzle.
Some cannot be created more equal than others.
Oh, they can. And yeah, you get, like, whoever our character is kind of, like, dropping us hints as well. Okay, so... yeah, just sort of plotting this out in my head at the moment. So... I think we still need 5 pieces, so hang on, 1, 2... It's always got to be 5 too, so this makes it a little bit tricky. Like that's it. Like I've watched a lot of long plays, and that's the first move. So you gotta figure it out from there. So maybe like another piece here, but yeah, they all have to contain They all have to contain exactly 2 skulls, exactly 2 tombstones. So I'm thinking this one next. And then go... Yeah, let's try that. Let's try this one next. It's probably not right, but... yeah, it's gonna make it weirder for this side as well. I don't know, I think you have to like jump out and jump in again to like reset the puzzle. So probably like that. And yeah, you have to be a little tricky with your shapes too. I probably got this wrong already. Like, someone's gonna watch this back on YouTube. It's like, oh, you never played this game. You're shit. And I'll be like, mate, it was like 30 years ago since I played this. So eat a dick. So maybe I can't remember the pieces. I think they have to connect too, but you can do them in like weird shapes. I think I may have stuffed myself because I could go like that, but that's gonna leave this little fella on his lonesome, so that's not gonna work. I don't know if we can like undo and go back a step either. Okay, we got the main menu, save map, return, restart. Yep. Oh shit, did that reset the puzzle? Yeah, this is like, even as a kid, this frustrated me. Like, yeah, great, you've put in a lot of work doing this CG stuff, but yeah, when you're doing it over and over again, it gets a bit bloody repetitive. Right, so same again. At least, at the very least, the puzzles go fairly quickly. You don't have to sit there and watch an animation every time you like click on something. Maybe go this way. 2 skulls
and 2 stones. The rest is just icing.
The rest is just icing. Oh, and it's telling me...
Some cannot be created more equal than others.
Yeah. And you're getting hints at least, so that's helpful. And I'm pretty sure that is the format you're meant to have. Yeah, 2 skulls, 2 stones, but 1 blank piece. So going by the amount of blank pieces left, we can do this evenly in 4 pieces. So let's think about it for a second. We have to sort of keep, we have to keep it all together as well. I don't know if this is gonna work though. Yeah, because if I take this, I have to take both of these bits on this one. I'm not sure if I can do that. 2 skulls, 2 stones. Or I could probably maybe go like this. Do one like that. It's just probably how I did the last piece. I don't know. Yeah, like it's not the most visually interesting game because most of the fun stuff's inside your head. Good morning, MSR. Welcome in. Someone asked me to play The Seventh Guest, so I'm just like, yeah, let's do that for a little bit. I don't think we're gonna get very far though, because it's been literally, 30 years since I played it. Now that you're here, I wanted to ask you a question. We were talking about Matt Berry earlier in the week. You've seen the IT crowd. Have you seen Garth Marenghi's Dark Place? Because, yeah, I remember growing up with that. I grew up with a lot of Matt Berry in my early 20s. Haven't seen anything else he's in, which is a travesty. Yeah, Dark Place is very much worth watching. Because it's like a spoof on, like Stephen King low-budget TV shows. And there's like some behind-the-scenes stuff, but it is very funny as well. For new work, what should be super down for it? I mean, there's always the 7 Seas if you want to go that route. Actually, no, have a look on. I think someone has put the whole season on YouTube. Actually, no, I'll check for you. I'll see if I got the link here somewhere. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. What's it called again? Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. There you go. There is a link for the full playlist. Like, it's short-lived. It was only like six episodes, like most British stuff, but geez, it was funny. And yeah, like has other good people in it too, like Richard Ayoade, Stephen Merchant, who's Ricky Gervais's writing partner. But yeah, very funny. I actually legitimately thought it was a real show when I first saw it, because it was on, like, yeah, no, Richard Ayoade is pretty good as well. But yeah, I flicked onto it on TV, and there was a man having a struggle snuggle with a giant eyeball monster. I'm like, oh, this is so trashy, and I flicked it off, and I didn't realize it was meant to be a parody. And someone told me about it. I'm like, oh, okay, I better come back to this.
I will give you your heart's most secret desire. And you know what that is, Mr. Dutton, don't you? I require one thing of you.
Yeah, not a problem. Gotta share the love with Matt Berry.
There's a guest.
Yeah, I've been actually looking for old stuff from Peter Serafinowicz, who played Simon Pegg's mate in Shaun of the Dead, but he's done like heaps of shit otherwise. Like, he was actually the original voice of Darth Maul in Star Wars. Was not aware of that for a very long time, but yeah, he did yeah, the flatmate that got bit, that's the one. Yeah. But yeah, no, he's gone on to do some. He does more voice acting these days, but he did sketch comedy. He does some really good impressions, like can do a dead-on voice of like pretty much all the Beatles, and can sing like Paul McCartney. And big gamer too. He was such a big Dark Souls fan that he's actually in Dark Souls 2 doing a voice. He's like the Patches equivalent in Dark Souls 2. Yeah, yep. Oh yeah, you gotta get some spooks as you explore the spooky castle. Yes, very spooky. Thank you. But yeah, so the puzzles are annoying. Oh yeah, we're getting some... Oh, okay. Yeah. The puzzles themselves are annoying, but this game was pretty good for getting the spooky atmosphere right. Oh, we can't go that way. And yeah, I think it was actually one of the first ones to do like an animated cursor as well. No, it just does not want me to go anywhere. I do believe that was a thing as well, like certain areas of the house are locked off. Yeah, no, this was creepy. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, certain areas of the house are locked off until we solve some puzzles, which I'm not sure we're going to be able to do for this run through. Like, I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on this. Like, we do have Cryptmaster to get back to after all. And yeah, just these transitions shit me. They're just too slow. I think it would have taken longer on a CD-ROM too, because you would have had to wait for like the disc to spin up and all that sort of fun stuff. That does not look like a flower. That kind of looks like a jam drop if you use like something orange, like marmalade or something. I've got baking on the brain at the moment. I did another thing of banana bread last night. I went a little bit different. Like, I tried to mash up the bananas by slicing them first, but it was really hard to actually mash them because I don't have a food processor. And I ended up just leaving them in just sliced. And yeah, aesthetically it was pretty good. I feel I did a little better this time. The only issue was I forgot to grease my my baking tray. So when I pulled off the aluminum foil, it got stuck to the bread. So I wrecked like the bottom of it a little bit. Do you let them get like almost rotten? Yeah, I try to, but yeah, it's just too cold at the moment. Like the last one I had, I waited at literally like 2 weeks for them to get soft enough. So I'm just like, oh, I'll try them a little bit firmer this time around. But yeah, from a cooking standpoint, I'd say it would be better because it's giving off more of the banana aroma, and that it'd sort of permeate through the bread a little better. But yeah, no, and yeah, I have been a little bit inspired to go back and cook after watching Delicious in Dungeon. More flavour and easy to mush, yeah, yep. True that. And we went up here. We can't go anywhere. I can't remember if any of the puzzles were locked, whether we're stuck with the cake puzzle or whether we have to do something else. Yeah, no, I don't mind my bacon either. I like 2 bacon. I also like my bacon. Very much so. But yeah, no, it's kind of cool. Yeah, the actual house looked pretty cool, and like this sort of had a big enough fan base to warrant, like, this got a very 90s sequel in the 90s called The 11th Hour. It was so 90s, it was almost like a soap opera. But more recently, I think they did like an... I think that... I'm trying to remember what it was. Yeah, there was an unofficial sequel that the devs said, oh, this is so good, we're going to class it canon. And they did a VR version recently, and they did an interesting thing with the VR. Like, they were filmed actors. It was like FMV sprites, but they did some AI trickery, and they made it so it was a flat sprite, but when you moved around it, it actually looked 3D. I have no idea how the hell they did it. I have to like go back and watch footage again, but it was really well done how they managed it. And it made this game more appealing because, like, yeah, in VR you could like physically pull all the levers and play with stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Super Great Friend did a really good take on the VR version of this. But what's inside here? Probably another puzzle. I think I can do this one.
You need more than lenses to focus your thoughts on this one.
Okay, now this one was interesting. So we have to spell out a sentence with the letters. And it's like a maze, but with letters. So we have to spell out a phrase. But, yeah, we have to follow a specific path. We can't cross the same line twice. And yeah, thankfully this game's telling us this is the starting point.
That makes sense.
Okay, so I can't remember the phrase, but I'd say it starts with the. Maybe the rise. Oh no, hang on. Oh no, maybe there. Yeah, so go.
A perplexing planetary poser. How puzzling. Perhaps a phonemic path can be phrased with a little postulation.
Kids and their alliteration these days. Okay, so we can do there. Yeah, I think it was there is. Go to there, and then there is. So it was here. Oh, hang on. Have I stuffed myself? Have I not grabbed the... Oh, no. I
Having
think
fun
it's...
yet? Mortal?
Yeah, no, I've figured it out. There is no possible way. Okay. POSSIBLEWAY.
What twisted crime of logic would merit such a sentence?
Well, this is funny. That's unlocked a cutscene, but I vaguely remembered certain puzzles, like Stauf would actually, like, give you some shit for solving the puzzle correctly. He's like, I curse you.
Old man Stauf built a house and filled it with his toys. 6 guests were invited one night. Their screams the only noise. Blood inside the library, blood right up the hall, dripping down the attic stairs. Hey, guests, try not to fall. Nobody came out that night. Not one was ever seen. But old Mad Stauf is waiting there. Crazy, sick, and mean.
Yeah, boy, it certainly does love to chew the scenery.
Old man Stauf.
Oh, and we just... Oh, crap, can we skip these? No, crap, we can't skip them.
6 guests were invited one night.
Like,
Their screams,
realistically, if I
they
was
owned
confronted by
voice.
something like this, I would probably just
Blood inside
leave the
long
house,
road,
you know?
Blood right up the hall, dripping down the attic stairs. Hey, guests, try not to fall.
Yeah,
Nobody came out that night.
Shit, I'm
Not
actually
one
blanking on
was
what else I can say about this
ever
game.
seen.
But yeah, the,
Stauf
I did
is waiting
rewatch the long play of 11th Hour recently, and yeah, it is nice as hell. It's terrible. Okay. Yeah, like I said, like I always preferred Myst over these sort of games. Oh, yeah, I think that was the thing. So, if we turn here, very slowly turn here. Oh no, that just puts us... No, I vaguely remember there was something on the bookshelves that would... No, I think it's this book. Yeah, so if you go to a puzzle, you come back to this room and read this book. It actually gives you hints about the puzzles. And I think if you do it 3 times in a row, it yeah, it just solves the puzzle for you, but you don't get to see the cutscene, and you'll get like gaps in the story. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to do with that, because yeah, like it was a great game, but yeah, it is a plod to get through it, and we've got other games to play today, so we're going to leave that one there. If you want to check it out yourself, it's very readily available. I think you can get it on your phone. This is the ScummVM port, so it works in ScummVM. Yeah, lots of different options to play this nowadays. Yeah, let's quit.
Come back!
Oh, yeah, no, that freaked me out back in the day, though.
I'm watching Death Sandals video, by the way. That's who the person is. So if you want to watch a full playthrough, Death Sandals,